am back with another project share. I wanted to show you the new journal that I created, but before I show you that, I wanted to show you its predecessor. So this is, I can retire this journal now. I made this back in 2011. And I was inspired by a YouTuber named Tangi Baxter. She did 3 videos showing how she took a plain old composition book and turned it into like one of the most absolute fun, beautiful, chunky, fat, awesome journal that I've ever seen. And so I created this one, and it's served its purpose. It's full. It was time for a new one. I have like other small journals here and there that I use, but I wanted to create another one just like this. So I'll show you what I created. Move this out of the way. I did this one. I still have a couple of finishing touches to put on it. I have to add the ribbon like how you see here. This ribbon serves 2 purposes. 1, it decorates the spine, but 2, it holds your book together. Let me see if I can find the center. It holds the book together. Once you start adding stuff to it, it gets really fat and chunky, so you don't want your spine to rip. So I just have to add my ribbon and just distress a little bit on the inside. Excuse my nails, they're full of paint. I can't get it out. I have to distress the inside covers, the back, front, and back. But yeah, I love how it came out. This technique, not even technique, but this style of collage on the background, like these strips of pattern paper, I was inspired to do that by Limor Weber. She did a YouTube video, it was a class, and it was decorating a old book, I believe, and I like how she did it. She just like cut up strips of paper and then she collaged them on there in random order, and then I just decorated the heck out of it, and I had a ton of fun doing it. I used lots of different paint. I used texture paste. It's really cool stuff. It's a Prima product, and texture paste, I'm not telling you guys anything new. I'm just sharing, you know, not showing you any like new techniques or anything, just telling you like what I did. But this, I really like this one. It's a texture paste by Prima, and I just colored it with acrylic paint, and I did the stars. The stars are texture paste, the number 49, the little arrow down here and up on top. I punched out some flowers. I did stamping. I used pit pins like to create like the shadows and stuff, and I used a Sharpie marker to like scribble, and I know what I was going to tell you. This kind of by accident, on another journal that I had made a while back, I had wrote around, I always like to write something around the outside edges, like you can see it here. I always like to put something, it's either a quote, a song lyric, just words of advice, or just anything, but I always like to do that in my own writing. So depending what you've painted or what, you know, medium you've laid down on your book, it can be a little troublesome when you're writing, because the surface might be a little slick and the ink doesn't dry very quickly, doesn't dry at all, or isn't that dark. You know, you can run into some issues with that. So a while back I was writing and it kept smearing, and I was like, oh shoot, what am I going to do? And then, you know, looking at the ink, I could tell it was like wet, and I thought, oh heck, it's wet, it's ink, I'll pour clear embossing powder over it. So that's what I did, and it works like a charm, because then you seal it in and you don't have to worry about hoping or waiting for it to dry. And so when I created this book, because I hadn't done it in a while, when I started to write around the outside, I saw that and I was like, oh, you know what? Get out that fine detail embossing powder, and that's all you have to do. So whatever pin you're writing with, if it's not drying or you want it to hurry and dry, and like heat setting's not working, just pour clear embossing powder over it and heat set it, and you're good to go. Like, it is there and it's embossed and it's awesome. So anyhow, okay, so I decided to title this number 49 because this is the last year in my 40s. I turned 49 in February, and I'm I don't want to say anxiously awaiting 50, but that's a milestone. And so I figured, you know what, I need to create a special journal for this last year in my 50s, excuse me, last year in my 40s, and prepare myself for my 50s. So I got to working on it. And check out Tangi's videos. I don't want to reinvent the wheel, so I won't go into all the detail, but it's so much fun, and it's a journal that you will not regret making. On the back, I did similar techniques. All I need to do is like shade it a little bit with those pit pins. So anyhow, okay. Now, while I was making this, and I already knew I wanted this journal to be something special, in the middle of working on this, I had gone to Joann's and I saw this magazine, and I picked it up and I breezed through it. Thought it was really cool, but it was 22 bucks. And so I'm like, oh, I don't want to, spend that money. So I put it back, came home, and I could have kicked myself, because what do you think I did? A couple days later, turned around and went right back and bought it. It's called Flow. And it is, seriously, I'm going to tell you right now, the best magazine I have ever bought. And it's absolutely wonderful. It's for paper crafters. I'll just read a little bit from the top. It says, celebrating creativity, imperfection, and life's little pleasures. And this cover says, some things are more precious because they don't last long. But it is created by two women. I believe they're in Denmark. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's printed in Poland. It's an international magazine, now available in various languages, but it's all about channeling your creativity, living a creative life, living a more fulfilling life. It's really, really beautiful. But what struck me, besides just about every page, what struck me was this: 210 questions to ask yourself or each other. What makes you happy? Is there anything you regret? What do you want to be doing in 10 years? Answering the questions on the following pages is a fun way of finding out what really matters to you or to a friend, as you could also ask one another. So these next few pages are just filled with questions, 210 to be exact. And you could answer them here, or what I'm going to do, and I know you get where I'm going, is I'm going to make number 49 nothing but the responses to those 210 questions. So that's my goal for this year. Last year in my 40s is to record those answers. And I think this would be one of the most amazing books that I can leave to my children or my hubby or whoever happens to find it when I'm gone, of just like a reflection of myself, what I feel about things, how I feel about things, how I look at things, how I see things. And I'm super duper excited to be making this journal, filling it up with the answer to those questions. So anyhow, if you're at Joann's, I looked at Michael's, they didn't have it. I don't know, maybe Barnes & Noble, but if you're close to Joann's, go pick this up. You will not regret it. It's the best. 22 bucks, $22.50 you'll spend. So that's that. Okay, while I was also at Joann's, now this paint I bought a couple months ago. And I'm sure you've seen it. It's a new brand that they're carrying called Buttercream, and this paint is so creamy and delightful, and oh my goodness, I love it. It reminds me so much of Kaiser Craft paint. Now, I have about 12 tubes of these, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere. Maybe I'm not looking right online, but I haven't been able to find it. So I use these paints, the Kaiser ones, like very selectively, depending what I'm creating, and because I know once they're gone, but they are seriously the best acrylic paint I have ever used. I absolutely love it. It's affordable, but now there's this Buttercream, and it is probably like the closest I have ever found. And so I had these bottles I bought them a couple months ago just to give it a try, but of course hadn't opened it yet. And then I went to Joann's when I was there. When I saw that magazine, I picked up some other colors. And I have about eight of them, but I picked up these colors to do the journal, and oh my goodness, I absolutely love them, and they're great. They're great. So if you're there, give them a try. I did see they were on sale like a couple weeks ago. I'm trying to think, was that the day I bought those first two bottles? I don't remember, but I do remember looking at an ad, and they were like 30% off. So they're $2.49 a little, you know, a little bottle. So I would definitely wait until they're on sale to pick some up, or maybe just buy one with the coupon and give it a try and see how you like it. But anyhow, yeah, that's my share. I hope you like this journal. I am so excited to get started on it tonight. I'm going to answer my first question. So what I have to do is figure out how many questions have to be in each section, and then I will title these like answers number whatever to whatever, depending which questions are in each section. So it'll be really interesting at the end of the year. I've hopefully finished right before my 50th birthday. You know, it'll be really interesting to see. So I'm really excited. So that's that. And then for those of you that watched my video on the little flip book, the little boy's rule, I am going to be doing a tutorial, super simple, easy, just like show you the measurements and like how to tape things down and tape it together. I will be doing that in the next couple days. And thank you for watching and commenting and all that good stuff. Sorry I haven't replied yet, but hope to do that this evening or tomorrow. And oh, and I'm also working on a little coffee cup mini album. I know I'm late to the party on this one, but if you watch Wilna, what's her last name? Furstenberg, I think. I can't remember her last name. I'm sorry, but she's created these. And I don't know how old they are, like when exactly she did it, but she makes the cutest little journal, little mini books out of coffee cups. So I'm working on that, and I'll share that when it's done. And yeah, that's about it. So pick up that magazine, like I said, give it a look through. You won't regret it. And then maybe I'll come back with videos sharing answers to questions that aren't too personal, but I just think it'll be fun to follow along. So I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and yeah, come back for more fun. Bye.